Be quiet, boys. All of my dishes were dirty, but it makes no difference to me, 'cause I put a little shot of soap in my whiskey, 'cause mama, I'm going clean. I don't need no coffee, I don't need no caffeine, I just need a shot of soap in my whiskey, 'cause mama, I'm going clean.
I don't want no cocaine, I don't want no morphine, I just want a shot of soap in my whiskey, 'cause mama, I'm going clean.
My mind, it has been muddled, my wits, they ain't too keen, probably 'cause I've had about a gallon of soap, but mama, I'm going clean. All of my dishes were dirty, but it makes no difference to me, 'cause I put a little shot of soap in my whiskey, 'cause mama, I'm going clean, 'cause mama, I'm going clean, 'cause mama, I'm going clean, 'cause mama, I'm going clean. Sophomore year in college, sophomore year in college, I one night had a shot glass that I had just cleaned, doing dishes. It's a common theme in my songs, and I didn't wash the soap out very well. I think I poured some whiskey in there, took a shot, and realized that I could taste the soap in my whiskey. And at that time, I was listening to some Woody Guthrie. It's a loose, I don't know how loosely, but it's inspired by a Woody Guthrie tune, "Ramblin' Round." I think it's called, just like "Ramblin' Round Your City." Yeah, so the melody is based off of that, and just got the idea, like, oh, that's funny, I'm going clean, but it's my first and only, I think, drinking song. I wanted that, like,
So far.
yeah, so far, like kind of 99 bottles of beer on the wall, that kind of thing. I wanted to do one of those and wrote it as a joke, and I had a few different verses in there, but it was buried, and I sent some ideas of songs to my buddy, and he found that one, and he was like, "Dude, I love that song." And I was like, "Yeah, but it's it's a joke," and I was just like, "It's kind of like a Woody Guthrie tune." And he was like, "Yeah, but I mean, in that tradition, Woody Guthrie and all that, they would recycle melodies and lyrics, and so, but it is kind of an homage to that tradition and that love of mine of American songwriting.
It's cool you mentioned that, because I feel like
like Bob Dylan didn't invent folk music. He just
Totally.
took it and did something a little bit different with it.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you try to reinvent it too much, you lose the root of where it started from. And one of the things I love about your work is that you respect it, but you added just a kink enough to it to modernize it. Sure. And I love the humor in a lot of it. In your poetry, there's a lot of humor, you know, but it's not a joke.
Right.
You know, like there's things that are funny.
Yeah.
But it's serious music.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel like this is one of those songs where it's like the pun in it. Mm-hmm. Like that's the kicker that people are gonna be talking about. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like that's that like slightly warped worldview. Yeah. You know,
paradoxical. You're drinking, but you're going clean. You know, like I'm always trying to do something like that. It is, a lot of my songs like Change. People sometimes when I play Change, they hear And Then You Die, and they're like, you know. But then it is a serious song, mm-hmm. like, you know. And sometimes I have to kind of make sure my delivery doesn't make it more of a joke than it is. But Soap in My Whiskey is, definitely just a lighthearted tune, and it functions well as such. But I mean, there's some. It's one that is less serious. It's one of mine that's more just a joke than more levity than seriousness. Let's call it.
But don't you have to balance that? You know, like
totally.
I don't know if you're into Bill Hicks's comedy. Do you ever see?
I don't know it that well.
He would just like go on these rants, just like swearing and just like he's possessed. Yeah. And then he would be like, "I am available for kids' parties." You know, and it's just like that, just flipping like that. Yeah. It's kind of like a spoonful of sugar makes the medicine go down. You know, like if it's all heavy, you're gonna lose people. Absolutely. So like the levity of it is like the spoonful of sugar that keeps people with you. And like I would bet that this is a song that people would leave because the idea is we talked about it before. Mm-hmm. It's obvious in a way that, but I've never heard it said before. Yeah. You know what I mean? Totally. Once I heard you say it, I was like, oh, I get it. Yeah, you know, I get the joke. Yeah. But I never heard anyone else tell that joke.
I know, yeah. You know? Totally. It's kind of like sometimes the best way to hide something is in plain sight. Mm-hmm. You know? Mm-hmm. It's so obvious.
And then you frame it in this Americana, American folk music tradition. Yeah. And so you're not trying to reinvent the wheel or be fancy, you know? And so that's one of the things I love about the song. Yeah. That it is, without that twist, it would be trite.
Wow, Adam. No, absolutely. I mean, it's 3 chords. We're talking about Guthrie again, you know. 3 chords, straightforward melody, and no wheel reinvented, but it's that lyrical twist that makes this one of my, you know, people are always like, oh my God, Soap in My Whiskey, I love that song. Yeah. And it's another thing we were talking about, the throwaway thing, where, you know, you spend so much time and energy and emotion invested in something serious, and, you know, you feel like you bleed for, and then the thing people respond to most is the thing that was kind of a joke or a throwaway. And that is this song. But then that's also great because you don't have to worry if you have less invested, less emotion and are less sensitive about it. Then it's something like, oh yeah, I'm glad you enjoy it. You know, it's like it's just an easy song to play and listen to and enjoy.
I would put this song in a set of like in a roadside bar, like where I'm playing a set full of covers.
Oh
like, not that people would know the song. Right. Maybe someday. Yeah. But not that like people would know the song, but people could relate to it. Totally. You know what I mean? And so it's like I think it's relatable, and I also love craft-wise. So like you're using the American tradition of like the chordal and melodic structure, but then also like talking about cocaine and morphine, like those are like like cocaine blues. There's like these drugs reoccur in a lot of this tradition of song, and so another thing where you're like touching on it, but then you know like the song doesn't hold up without it.
That was intentional, because a lot of bluegrass, or there's a bluegrass tune, Whiskey Before Breakfast, Cocaine Blues. It factors in a lot, and it was intentional. I wanted to have one of those songs for myself, but then that little twist is like, it's all building up the punchline of, I don't need that. It's really, I want soap in my whiskey, as a way to circumnavigate the triteness, or so